Hello friends, today we will learn perceptron algorithm. This perceptron algorithm is also known as perceptron model, and this algorithm was very first given by Frank Rosenblatt in 1950s at Cornell University. So this simple perceptron model uses only a one artificial neuron and has now become the basis of today's complex neural networks, which we talk about as deep neural networks. So this is the simple perceptron model which was proposed by Rosenblatt. So this whole thing constitute one neural network, one artificial neuron. So at the input we give our input vectors, and this particular box computes the weighted sum, and this weighted sum is represented by S here, and we compare this weighted sum with a certain threshold, and depending on the threshold, for this case if it is considered as 0 here, so if this weighted sum is greater than 0, so we say this given feature vector belongs to class 1, and if it is less than 0, then we say this feature vector belongs to class 2. And the assumption this perceptron model makes is that there exists a hyperplane which linearly separate the two class problem. So basically this perceptron model works for two class problems where the given problem constitutes only two classes, class 1 and class 2, and the assumption is that they are linearly separable. If they are not linearly separable in given dimensions, then if we increase the dimensionality of this data, given data, then definitely in higher dimensions, because of curse of dimensionality, they would be separable. So this assumption is made by this simple perceptron model. So to understand this problem first, let's take a two-dimensional case where the given feature vector is x, which is having two components x1 and x2, and we are given a weight vector w represented by three components w1, w2 and w naught is a bias. To incorporate this w naught in w, we have augmented the given feature vector x by the third dimension with the component 1. Now for this simple perceptron model, say this is the function which we will learn with the simple perceptron model. So the task here is to learn w1, w2 and w naught given x, which is having two components x1 and x2. So this function will be representing a line in this two-dimensional space, and for given x, if we evaluate it and with the present w1, w2 and w naught, if it evaluated to 0, so that means this particular x would lie on this line itself. But in this given problem of simple perceptron, we want to learn a line in such a manner that these points should be on the either side of this line. They should not be on the line itself. So given this point lying on a line, so this would be classified as misclassified point. And if the point is given point is such that if it is evaluating the function greater than 0, then we say this particular x belongs to class 1. So one side of this line will represent the class 1. So this given point x would lie on this side of the line. So we say this is a class 1 class 1. And if this given x is evaluated less than 0, then we say this belongs to class 2, and the other side of this line represents the class 2. And now we have seen one side of the line represents class 1 and another side of the line represents class 2. So considering class 1 as the positive line and class 2 as the negative side of the function, so one small arrow on the line is used to represent which side of the line is representing the positive class. So this is the algorithm. So where we initialize our weight vector w with the 0, and we will keep on running this loop till the point we get all the our sample points correctly classified. So we have a counter here which will be used to count how many data samples are misclassified for any given epoch. So we initialize it with the 0, and then we will go for each data sample, and here we are evaluating that function fx. So this is written in another form. So this is the yi here is a class label, where in this particular model we are considering two labels only. Class 1 is represented by +1 and class 2 is represented by -1. So we are multiplying the given function fx, which was represented by w transpose x, into the class label. If it is less than equal to 0, then we say that particular sample x under consideration has been misclassified. So we update our m with the m+1, and also we update our w with this formula. So for positive samples, we add our sample into the vector w, and if it is belonging to negative class and misclassified, then we subtract, because for negative class yi is -1. So at last we check if m is equal to 0, then we come out of the loop and stop. And now we'll see a demo here. So we will run a demo, and first of all we will choose class 1 that belongs to positives +1. So I am taking just few samples, and they are represented by blue dots on this graph. And now I am taking negative samples, and as we can see, this is in this case we are taking a linearly separable class problem. So once we have selected these two classes, the class 1 is represented by +1, and they are the blue dots here, and class 2 is by the crosses, and that is represented by -1. So initially, because w is our that weight vector which is 0 0 0, so that is representing at the center, and this hyperplane is represented by this line at the very first step. Now from this data sample, first sample we are taking is this one, which is encircled, and this sample in vector form is represented by this arrow, because this sample, because first of all w is 0, so all of our samples are misclassified, and because this is the very first sample in turn, and this belongs to class 1, so w is equal to 0 and x is equal to this vector. As per our updated formula, w is equal to w plus x. So this belongs to positive class, we are adding that to the w. So then now w will become from 0 0 to this vector, which is represented by black dotted line. Once w become this vector, then the hyperplane would be perpendicular to this axis, that would be something like this. Now you can see this is the perpendicular to this vector w, and in the next iteration, now w has become this line, this vector, and hyperplane is this. Now the second turn of the sample, second sample in the consideration is now this one, because this sample already belongs to the positive side of the line. So this would be this would be correctly classified and will not contribute in updating the w. So w will remain unchanged. Now this sample also doesn't belong to class 2. It's already in class 1 and correctly classified by this hyperplane. This sample is also correctly classified by the hyperplane. Now this point though belongs to class 1, by this hyperplane is in the wrong side. So we need to update our w in such a manner that this sample should also belongs to class 1. So in vector form, this sample is represented by this blue arrow and our w is here. So now we will update our w as w plus x. So w plus x will be a resultant vector somewhere in the middle of this side. So this would be the updated w, and once this updated w is considered, then the hyperplane would move from this to perpendicular to this black w. So now you can see hyperplane has moved in this direction. And now the next sample under consideration is this one, and because hyperplane has moved in this way, so this sample is now correctly classified, so it will not contribute in updating the w. Next sample under consideration is of class 2, which belongs to -1. Since this is on the wrong side of the line, so this would update our w, and in vector form this is represented by this blue arrow. Because this belongs to negative class, so we need to update our w as w is equal to w minus this vector. So minus of this vector would be in other direction, so this will be the negative of this vector. And now we add these two vectors, and we will get a resultant w in somewhere in this direction. So this is our updated w, and so hyperplane would move perpendicular to this w like this. So once our w is updated, now the second sample under consideration is this one. Because this is belonging to the right side, mean class 2 negative side of this line, so it is correctly classified, will not update our w. Same way this point, 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 and now this point. This point belongs to class 2, but as per this line, this is belonging to class 1. So we need to adjust our w. So in vector form it is like this. So we will take the resultant vector, which will be somewhere in this way. Okay, this is a negative of that w. So we will update our w such a manner that present w is this, and the present vector under consideration is this one. So resultant will be somewhere here. So this would be our resultant. So accordingly w will be updated and hyperplane will be updated. So this is the updated w and this thing. Now the present sample under consideration is this one, and this is also wrongly classified. So we will again update our w, and this is the negative of that same vector, and this is our present w, and this is our negative vector. So updated resultant will be in somewhere in this direction, and so hyperplane will move like this. Now again this point is wrongly classified, will update our w. Okay, now this point, all our blues are correctly classified, but these two samples are wrongly classified. So our w will be updated when these samples are considered in their turn. Now this is under consideration, so this will update our w, and now this sample, this will update our w. Now these two are misclassified. So we will keep on updating, and somewhere it will learn and stop. Yes, so this has learned, and the correct line for classification, and the learned line is this one, and now this line well separates these two classes. Thank you, friends.